A very good evening, Honorable President here, respected Principal and Secretary of the college, and the organizer, Dr. Sweet Regina Mary, and other participants. Once again, very good evening. And nowadays, the research projects, the particular research, uh, but we say somebody say it's very difficult, somebody say very easy for doing any PhD because a number of universities offer the research, particularly in PhD degree. At the same time, most of the college faculty are also getting guidance, particularly government aided colleges and affiliated colleges getting guidance. Some of the self-finance colleges faculty also got the guideship and doing their research. But the project and PhD research is totally different because, of course, if you are doing PhD, we propose some title and discuss with our guide, and then we go, we are going to the further research. But the project is, this is no guide, this is only individual faculty only. We propose title and some of the what are the areas we are going to take, and everything is getting project is very difficult nowadays. For most of the funding agency, particularly in the social science, we have less funding agency, but compared to science faculty have the more funding agency for getting projects. So what I have it, for example, I got it four projects. One is ICSR, and two is UGC, and one is in my previous institution, Alagappa University. I got the projects and executed. And one UGC project, okay, for example, I went to Germany for this fund for this fellowship called UGC DOT fellowship. Okay, what I have it, okay, I will present. Uh, the PPT is showing. Okay, anyway. But my topic is, Madam suggested the, first I would like to thank my good friend Dr. Ramasamy. He is tomorrow, he is going to present his area. He suggested me for giving the lecture. But grant writings and funding opportunity for research. Particularly for the research projects. For any research, okay, find something from the existing research. For particular social science, we are doing the only exploratory studies. We are not going to find any new things. But what is already have it, we are going to explore some things. We give some new idea, new thoughts, new provisions. This particularly we say that this is the, for example, answer to your research questions. Okay, this is the research particular. It's, for example, it can be new or it can support already known fact. And the purpose of research is to inform and based on the collected and analyzed data. What are the data? So mostly, for example, in social science, we study the different type of research, that historical research, case studies, and experimental research, and the survey method. Some of the method is available. Based on we collected the data, we analyze and use something, for we give them some solutions. This is particularly we are going to do the research. Particularly, for example, if it is your, if you want to write any proposals for getting funds from various funding agencies, first basically, for example, we identify them. What about the, for example, our institutions? Of course, your institution, Partisan College, some of your institutions. But a brief introduction of the your organization, or two or three lines, or four lines, or one paragraph. And what is the purpose of the proposals? What purpose? And the contact details for who is your authorities and your contact details and researchers contact details, or principally to investigator contact details, or a co-investigated. At the same time, if it is cooperative research, other institutions, all the contact should be, for example, we can thoroughly we can maintain, okay, based on this is the first structure. And the second one is the executive of the summary. For example, the project proposal is more than 20 pages or 15 pages. Within 1 pages or 1.5 pages. Okay, for example, brief summary or abstract. Okay, it's a brief mode for 1 pages we can give the what is the our project, what is the aim of the projects, what we are going to achieve. At the same time, what is the methodology we are going to adopt. If we within the page, 1 pages or 1.5 pages, we can concisely and precisely provide. We must provide. And also we include the for what is the problem of the projects, what is the solutions, and what is the budget. That is very, very important. And another one is expected outcomes. And there is also this is also the expected what is our result is going to correct the benefit to the society. The expected outcome also very, very important. And another one is timeline within the periods. For example, some of the students who can study in PhD, they are getting fellowship loan or UGs or some other 5 years or minimum period is 3 years. They are waiting for up to fellowship 5 years or more than 5 years. But a research project is not possible. Okay, they give the 2 years within the stipulated time because they complete a project. So all the executive summaries within them, keep it consist within the not one of pages. And organization background. For some of the institutions having affiliated institutions as government aid institutions or government. First, we identify the legal status of the institution. Government institutions or affiliated institutions or private institutions. Okay, this organization background also we must provide. And the mission and vision of the institutions or mission and vision of the project. That is also we must provide. And the previous project achievements, what already we have done some projects, or already we done our PhD research in the particular area. For example, we are going to do the extension of our research or further research of our PhD area. So these are also previous projects and achievements we must mention in our biodata. The governance sector, for example, the college stage, it is the 12F status or 12B status or autonomous colleges, so everything we should set. And the problem of the statement, they need assessment. To describe the issues as being addressed, what are the problems of this area? And we need for the assessment. And what is the, for example, which statistics we are going to use, and which studies and field data or some other data. And highlight the urgency and the significance. What is the urgency of your project? And the importance of the project. And align with the funders' priority areas. For example, some of the, for myself, I applied one project, Indian historical research with the association. But said to their myself, my field is library science. Okay, they rejected for an historical development of library producing science in India. But they rejected my project because of the funding agency. Okay, which one is not which area they are going to concentrate. So aligned with the funders priority also will be important. And for example, if it is to frame the project objectives, for example, smart project objectives that it is the specific and measurable and achievable and relevant at time. But if it is whatever your title, specific, exact, and the precise title, and we got to the for example, some of the people studied in the whole Tamil Nadu, whole India, is not it is a specific age. It is measurable or not. This also you should be, we should as a before preparing proposal maintain. And it is achievable. This is relevant to the society. This also we can manage, we can find it. And time bound. This we can complete within the 2 years or 3 years. This is a short-term project or long-term projects or outcomes is short-term outcomes or long-term outcomes. So this is the project mainly we can focus on this one. And another one is the project designs. Okay, activities will be undertaken. So which are which one is going to, what are the activities you are going to take? And what is the methodology you are going to adopt? And the timeline, for example, we prepare the chart for the first 3 months. Okay, we are collecting the review of literature. Second 3 months, okay, we are collecting the frame the questionnaire or some other methodology. Then second, third, 3 months, we are going to survey the, collecting the questionnaire at fourth 3 months, we analyze the data and the remaining. So timeline also we should consider. And the target beneficiary jacket, which area they are going to collect, and which subject people they are going to collect, and which people, which society they are going to benefit that particular jacket. And approach and strategy of community engagement partnership. Some of the projects, okay, with the join with the community, for example, the particularly the in society, okay, they are also there, which is also we get. This individual projects and community engagement projects. Who is our partner? Like individual to the for a community, certain particular partner, particular organization. This would be also we can mention. And the monitoring evaluations, for example, how the project impact will be tracked. For example, what is the how we are going to adapt? What are the methods we are going to adapt? What tools we are going to use? For example, this research is survey, our reports, our indicators, our reporting frequency, this also we should mention. And sustainability plan. How the project will continue the post-effective. After completed our project, this going to, for example, this project will be sustainable or not, the society. This also we can mention after completed. This will be implemented or not. Okay, this also sustainability plan also we can mention. For our community ownership, but who is further the research going to adopt and government linkages and other funding sources also we can. This after completed, we can get the further research we should also be doing. And annexes for after you completed after your proportion. For the organization registration certificate, this organization registered, for example, this annual report and affiliation certificate, this NAC created or NBI created, and audited funds. If it is necessary, we can also, we must provide some of the annexes of them. And of course, if you done already you completed your projects, you produce the photo or some of the copies and publications of the past projects also you can annex. And the first, if you put that, for example, understanding funding, for example, most of the project for researchers, they're simply writing the projects, okay, without knowing the rules and regulations. The first we understand the read the call for proposal is very careful. For some of the projects, particularly the social science, I see every year they have the different type of proposal they are announced. Once they announced Indo-Japan proposal and Indo-Taiwan JSP and another 2 or 3 projects also there now is announced. June 25th is, I think, this is the last day. So, but we find the other, for example, our collaborators from the other countries, Germany or Japan or Taiwan or which countries have the MOU. Okay, we can also mention we can make it our collaborators. We identify the collaborators, then we can propose we send the proposal. Okay, this would be for we can identify. And eligibility conditions. What is the eligibility? What the areas, what themes they are advertised. For example, mostly for example, the project proposals and the research trends. Okay, this will be always we identify the themes, the research themes we must identify. And budget limits. This wider project is the maximum 3 lakhs. If it is a major project in social sector, okay, only maximum 50 lakhs or 50 lakhs. And durations, for example, major project will be always in 2 years and minor project 1 year. And the evaluation criteria, what are the evaluation criteria, how they are evaluated, and how they are, everything you must understand. And the research funding agency, for example, priorities like TST, the maybe priority is the national relevance, for example. This also global TST maximum relevant for Indian researchers. Some of the European countries also, the global research also is available with the national level research project or collaborative research projects, we should identify. And the structure of the standard research proposals, what are the structures we should prepare. The first structure is the outline of the tips for each section, for the title. Title should be very concise, very concise and specific and informative. Of course, it is the, if you saw anyone in the title, if you see anyone's in the title, it's very concise and also very attractive. It's very, very important. And super, to reflect your research code and scope. Of course, anyone see the title, no need to go to write really, see the objectives and objectives. Okay, they will easily identify, they will easily, okay, they reflect your research code and what is your research scope of the research you can. Report are two maximum are 8 to 12 line or 15 words or line, okay, 15 words. Okay, you are also very title also very precious and concise. And abstract and executive summary, 200 to 300 words. Okay, we must clearly summarize in maximum 500 words. Okay, they provide the 500 words. The maximum we provide the 200 to 300 words. For example, when we are going more than 500 words, of course, it is now is all the project proposal we should submit through online. No need to the any printed card. So if it is more than 500 words, okay, the website is not accepted, but we got upload. Okay, we can't go to the another further level. So we can maximum our summary should be more than minimum 300 or 400 words. And clearly summarize the objectives and methods and expected outcomes and significance within the 300 words they were exhibiting. Right, the last but the place of the first book is another one. The introduction. Introduction part also that define the problem and what are the knowledge gap. And literature reviews very briefly, and the rational and significance and the research context. But mostly the introduction part, we always discuss with some other previous research in background, particularly the review of literature. We consult the previous literature. So here also we can maximum avoid the plagiarism of the first time. Because otherwise we can write our own idea, our own concept. And review of literature also we should very carefully write. Because they are also check the plagiarism of the project. Or somebody submitted the same project solution. And already we submitted somewhere. Okay, if it is there, then already we got the project and somebody's got the project some other certificate. They are also there going to check. And the objectives and research question. Clearly, we must state the research objectives. No ambiguity. And what is the main aim of the projects, and another specific aim of the project and research questions. And use for sometimes they are asking bullet points, sometimes they are asking the human numbering, so we can mention the proper. And the methodology this is the core forward proposal. Whether this is which method you are going to adopt, and what is your research design? Is it qualitative research or quantitative research or mixed research? And data collections, what data you are going to use? And statistical tools, and which instruments, this science and technology. And then study sites and populations. Because sampling also very, very important. For example, what is our size of the sample and population. And analysis planning, if you are going to use, for example, now software for SPSS or some Excel or some other software you are going to communicate properly. And justify your choices. Why we are going to use this statistical tools. This should be also we can maintain. And work plan and timeline. This is also very important. Include the making the chart or a table and a specific work we are going to do it within. For example, we categorize the 3 months for if it is 2 years project, we can categorize the eight area or 8 sections. First 3 months we are going to second 3 months and third 3 months will be properly mentioned at them. Then only they will see that the time. And budget justification. But most of the research for most of the people applying for the major project are 20 lakhs at 25. They prefer the budget for 20 lakhs. But mostly for Indian, mostly Indian funding agency. Maximum major projects they provide only 12 lakhs. So we can prepare the project for 12 to 50 lakhs. There's no need to prepare up to 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. Okay? So this is also the present cost and category and equipment What purpose, for an post research associate for research assistant? Okay, how many research associates is needed for this project? And how many research assistants need the project for this? So we can properly we mention what they are going to work. And for a different category equipment, if you are going to purchase a laptop or some other equipment, what is the use for what is the usage of this one? And the personal and the travel and consumer and the contingency, everything should be can give the budget, give the specification. And justify the each item, especially large expenses. Okay, if it is more than per if you are going to purchase a per laptop 1.5 lakh, we must mention the justification to give the such. And follow the funders format. This is also very, very important. Okay, the funder format, smart format they are provided. We can. And another one is the final one is expected outcomes and the deliverables. What will the project produce? Correct. If you are going to after your outcomes, you are going to publish any journal articles or conference proceedings, or if we give the prototype any models or policy input, particularly the politicals or some other things, data sets, if it's something we can consider. And desirable impact for the particular scientific knowledge and society, it will be helpful the policy maker. What way it will be helpful? Or any technology innovations or results we can provide them the very clearly. And another one is the risk analysis of mitigation, particularly the identify the potential risks, the technical, logistical, the ethical issues. The science people mostly the ethical issues, any animals. Because we are going to test anything in terms of the risk analysis. We have to mention this the visit mention. And the another one is the institutional capacity. Describe your team members. Suppose if it is you have the co-investigator. Of course, if you have the co-investigator, then verify data are 2 pages or 100 pages. What already we have published or what already we have done it. Okay, this biodata also we can mention the proper. And the host infrastructure and the create collaboration. Already what are the infrastructures having? And we have any collaborative projects already we have, particularly we can mention. And it will CV and a letter of the support. And then the curriculum we can also principal investigator and the co-principal investigator also we can give the proper. And reference stage. Some of the research funding agency, they mentioned the APE or MLA or Chicago model or some other models, okay, for how to cite and how to for recent development and recent relevant works. Okay, they are also mentioning. Okay, so we must properly what the citations, what bibliographic methods, because per the guideline we should follow this one. And the steps for the strong proposals. First one is the align with the funders goals. Okay, first we go and check the funders, what are the goals, and use there the language and priorities and the keywords, how to use this one. And be realistic, to over promise and in budgeting and outcomes. This should be also very fun. So what is we are going to really, we are going to get, going to achieve. Because for an over budget and over promising, we can adapt to so many things. Okay, this also they won't like it. And use clear, okay, no jargon free language, especially if reviewed by the multidisciplinary panel. For some of the for library science and some people, associate science faculty and history faculty, somebody, they are going to evaluate my proposals. So we can write the very simple and simple language. And visual helps for whatever, wherever need the diagrams and charts, tables, we can leave the and the proofread and for a typo and unclear language also, accountability, this will also we can provide. And this project preparations. For some of the funding agency, but particularly in India, the government funding agency, and the particularly the Department of Science and Technology, DST. This is only for example, so okay, for all the science faculty. Or so they are also providing some of the sub key and the women scientists scheme, Inspire and FIST and SERP. Okay, many schemes they are also physical science and life sciences, they okay, DST they provided. both all the sciences. And another one, science and engineering is a CERT. This is also autonomous under this GST. This is also emerging area of science and engineering, particularly in the core research on the early areas. For young people also, we can apply to get it. And DPT, particularly in the life sciences and biological sciences. You get DPT also, they are one of the major funding agencies in India. And another one is Department of Atomic Energy, particularly physics and chemistry. Okay, particularly they also provide the nuclear sciences and nuclear technologies. Okay, this is another funding agency. And CSR, particularly CSR having 52 labs in India. They are also supported not only CSR lab oriented and other universities, NITs and IITs, actually they are provide the fund to the researchers. And the ICMR, particularly in the medical field. The ICMR also they provide is the one of the funding agency in India, the major funding agency. And in particular in social sciences, the ICSI, Indian Council of Social Sciences, it's mostly for the social science, all the social science, linguistics and the humanities, social science, including language science. Which is also provided for example, every year for many projects we are advertising. And nearly every year, I think nearly 200 projects we are also provided by the particular social science. And the ICHR, Indian Council for Historical Research. Myself also applied, but applied the library side through this project, ICHR. And the UGC earlier, I got the project 2012. After that, no advertisement there. This one is I really know about this. So UGC also is one of the funding agencies in the area. So you provide them both science and the social science and management studies and all. And AACT is also there is another one of the funding agents. This provides the for engineering technologies and then provide the research promotion scheme. Many schemes also they are having they provide the AACT also to provide the funding. And another one is this for example, common funding agency. This interest in academic innovation based funding. But some of the organizations provide them innovative or industry oriented development projects after the provide. Particularly in the biotechnology industry research assistance council. It is the public sector representative TPT, Department of Biotechnology. They are also provided. And technology development. This is for example, is to support the commercialization of indigenous technology. Technology development for also they provide. And adult innovation missions. Now the recently they started Atal thinking for example, one of the funding agencies. And the international support agencies. India with the foreign countries. The Indo-US Science and Technology Forum. Indian scientists and the US scientists also the collaborating they are doing their research. And in this, the another one is Indo-French Center for Promotion of Advanced Research. This is also Indo-French Cooperative Research Program. But every year they are advertising maximum they give 10 or 20 projects. They won't give more projects. But we have the collaborator from the other countries, other countries. Then only we can apply. He also applied there for the year. And UK India Education Research Institute. Here this is also another country collaborative research agency. And the science and technology collaborative program. Okay, this they are here we can apply social science and science. And this is also for example, science and technology, Indo-European Union Science and Technology Cooperative. And another one is Indo-US Science and Technology. And Indo-German Science and Technology Centers. Okay, this is also collaborative research program of science and technology. This is the funding agency. And for India and Japan. For example, DST have the collaboration with the GST, with the Japan Science and Technology. At the same time, JST and ICS are also having the collaborations. They have their way. Because social science with the Japanese social science. This is also another funding agency. And Indo-French Center for the Promotion of Advanced. This is also another funding agency. And for example, this, the another funding collaborations, multilateral for research collaboration. And Greeks based in Russia, okay, they have the collaborative research, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, for involved the 4 5 countries, Greek nations. And the international thermonuclear experimental reactor, India is a full member of this mega project. Okay, for another one is CERN. India is associated member of this project. Is a multilateral research collaboration there. Team. And the health and biotechnology research collaborations. Requires the epidemic preparation of the innovation. And the Indo-UK, Newton, and Papa and the DPT and Alliance with research on only health-oriented projects we can apply, but we need some collaborators from the parliament and environmental climate and research and international oceans. Okay, many funding agencies there. And the PDM, particularly in the PDM and the postdoctoral fellowship. After completing our PhD research, we get the Robert postdoctoral fellowship. Okay, we are also provided. Particularly, we get for Indian scientists, Indian researchers. If we go on to do the research for 6 months or 12 months or 1 year, minimum 6 month period, maximum 12 month period. And PDF also we can get it. And another one is Fulbright Nehru Positive Doctor Fellowship. This United States with our Indian government also. This is the 2 years project. All science disciplines. Okay, we can do it. And the complete research, compound research fellowship with Germany. This is another PDF fellowship for another PDF fellowship. And a Newton International Fellowship for UK. The Royal Society of British Academy also there. It's a continued 2 years project, 3 years fellowship they provided. And the MPO proposals and the postgraduate fellowship is there another project. And very PDF postgraduate fellowship also it's available. And another one is mid-career and the senior research fellowship. The particular the working people, faculty, the Commonwealth Growth Board Fellowship, high potential research from the Commonwealth including the Science Center, and JSPS, Japan Science, this is also another fellowship for Japan Society for Promotion of Science. So this is also we go and stay to a short term or long term project we can do. And another one is Indo-US Fellowship for Women, STEM. So only particularly for the women. The DOR research stay at the re-invitation Germany. Myself, I visited this, I got this project. I stayed 3 months in Germany. And this is the 2 years project. 2 years, first of all, 2 years we can go to, for the first 1 year we go to 3 months, we can stay 3 months. The government of India provide the travel fund and the remaining fund also. But German government provide the accommodations and food and everything. They provide the sponsor. This is the DART fellowship. And another one is multinational thematic fellowship. The World Academy of Sciences. Because these are also they are provided. The UNESCO Orient Fellowship for Human Science. Many fellowship, many projects are they are provided. And our government scheme, particularly that scholarship for the college students and school students. The nursery, industry. Include the for post-metric scholarship and the merit means scholarship for professional and significant social. So that is the government provide them scholarship. And the central sector schemes, scholarship for the college and university students, Ministry of Education. For class 12 toppers and they are also providing the maximum per year 10,000 to 20,000 per UG and PG student. And Inspire scholarship also they provide them. After they enter in the BSc or BSR of Natural Sciences per year 80,000 there. Inspire scholarship they are provided. And the CSR there, particularly the UG. Now the amount is increased to 38,000 per junior fellowship and 42,000 for the senior fellowship. And AICT PG for a fellowship and the PMR, Prime Minister Minister Research Fellowship, and PhD doing the IAST, the IITs and NITs. If anyone gets the fellowship, they got per month 70 to 80,000 per month. self-regulated. And they may all the government of the state government, they provide the scholarship for the schools and colleges. And also they announced some research project, Tamil Nadu government also they announced a research project. Another one is the scholarship for the ministry and background community. The particular the Maulana Azad Partnership earlier it was we can apply separate. Now the current after 2020 onwards, okay, they selected the based on they're getting the mark the UGC net examination. Earlier we can apply, we can get it down there. Based on the they are qualified highest for after JR, okay, they will get it the Maulana Azad best financial. And the post-metric scholarship for the CST OPC. Okay, frequently the government advertisement. Some of the private scholarship also available NGO scholarship, basic voter treatment scholarship, Tata Trust scholarship, and the Aditya Birla scholarship, and the HFC scholarships, many for scholarship. And for example, we have the for Indian researchers or Indian students. We have the for opportunity for studying the foreign countries. Saving scholarship UK and Fulbright scholarship, and DAR scholarship for Germany, Commonwealth scholarships, and INLAC scholarship for various disciplines. The many scholarship is available for studying foreign countries. Yes. Next, I am going to show my proposals. Okay, I have sent the proposal to the particularly how to model of the project. Okay, this is for I applied. I applied the UGC fellowship for 2021. I got into it. This is the title. For example, if you see the title, Social Network and Scientific Analysis in Collaborative Research Publication between India and China. Okay, how they are published, okay, how they are reflected in the social network science. Okay, this is our research, but myself from earlier I was in Arapa University applied, and one of the German collaborator project leader. And the case is dispensed into the social sciences. But we identify the collaborators. We identify the collaborators. Then we give the paragraphs. This is the title. This is the main objective of the project, aim of the project. So you can see the aim of the joint project. Okay, first the aim, then objectives, and individual component. What I am going to do? The Indian component, and the German component, and the research questions and the hypothesis. This they have the provided the parameters. And the current status, for example, so the research for the review of literature. What are the research? Okay, there already there somebody is done by the research. So we check all the study the previous research. Okay, I am also studying some of the previous research. So applied based on I have the experience in this area. Okay, can I prove through the funding agency? Then only they will come. So we discussed at least over 20 or 50 review of literatures and everything we can make and send it. We can refer it. And the preliminary activities, what I have to do. German side, what is going to do. Okay, they mentioned the maximum cages. So we can read what is my role, what is German research. And the detailed description of the Indo-German cooperation, detailed workshop particularly. What is the detailed descriptions? For example, timeline. First 6 months we are going to plan a program, deliver a program. The 7 to 12 months, what is our plan of work, what is the outcome? And at 30 to 18, the 2 years project will give the complete outline of the project. And the compatibility of, for example, individual staff, what are the compatibility of the project? This also we can consider. And the promotion of new generation of academic change. What is the use of the project of the future people and young people? So we can mention, we can base our proposal must mention. And the project results. Okay, what is your project results? We will to get it. And our publications, okay, the background of the publication. We have published the previously some of the research papers in this area, and my side and also the foreign side only. And what is my current core researcher in India? And we need all these scholar. Because in this book, you are going to apply it art production. One scholar is very important. And also give the paragraph references. This is the one kind of project proposals, in particular UDC. And we can mention the project summary. Okay, this is the project summary. Okay, for this remaining areas in the 14 pages I have. Mention the product objectives and methodology going out and likely output of the projects, the justification of the variable operation, what is the justification, and by budget, by budget also we can mention it. Get this option. And my brief CV, what already I have done it, how much amount I received. Okay, we are also, we can mention it, brief CV of the projects. And the German cooperative CV also, we can include. Okay, that will be given. What is how many projects he completed more than I think 5 projects and getting more money. But what is the recent publications? Okay, this also if it is collaborative projects, you can prepare particular both biography, both research, both the contributions. And of course, if you are writing individual research, individual research proposals. Professor, any more 10 seconds question. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, individual research proposals. Yeah, I applied the individual research proposals. Trends and impact of research productivity of Tamil Nadu State University, a comparative. The title is very, of course, what is the trends going on? What is the impact? Here, for example, how many universities contributed the more publications? And particularly, how many of the articles are written? Okay, what is the impact factor of the journals? And what is the index of the particular researchers? Okay, this is the paragraph. Trends and impact of research productivity of Tamil Nadu State University comparative analysis. Okay, if I send the proposal, but I didn't get it. Okay, this is the paragraph, this is the another proposal. Review of literature, the identification of the research gap based on research. Review of literature, okay, identify the what is the research gap. And another one, objectives of the proposals. And the major is just research question by hypothesis. These parameters, major research questions, this is provided by the part of standard part by ICSSR or some other particular. And methodology, we are going to Debug side and VBS side, and Excel side, debug MS Excel, and some of the social networking, such software, PVC project, and it's our subject area, subject oriented software. The SWOT analysis software, we are also mentioning the SWOT analysis for the research project, we have the pattern of the what is the problem. And also this 2 years project, we can mention the timeline of the projects. It is the what I have I presented. Any question, please. But my mic is not, my speaker is not clearly. Please, any questions, please, please share your question in the chat box.
Participants, kindly post your questions in the chat box.
மேடம் ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின் ஏதாவது பண்ணாங்கன்னா எனக்கு இது பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே ஓகே. இல்லை நான் பார்த்துக்கிட்டேன் மேடம் பார்த்துக்கிட்டேன்.
Do you have any questions?
Okay. One question, I think, Shwanlada. Okay. Madam, timeline means submit the proposals. But they maximum they given the 1 month. They provide the 1 month per time limit of the submit the proposals. If you see the advertisement, immediately you start your preparations. That is the time, madam. And then for the result, okay, after the preparation, the result may be within 2 months or 3 months. This is based on the funding agency.
Any other questions?
Oh, funders format, okay. Funders format, wait, sir. Anything is there? What are the key aspects? Sir, first we are going to know. First way, one by one. Funder format, okay, they are provided. Okay, of course, if you go to see the any funding agency, they provide the funding formats. Wait, I will show you. Yeah. Sir, here the ICs are advertised Vikshit Bharat, okay, project 2027. Sir, you can see this funder format. Okay, they have the this is the format of the funder format. I think they provide the 34, 35, 38 parameters. This is the funder format. Based on this funder format, you will prepare. Then they will scrutinize your application. Then if it is okay, fit for their requirement, okay, immediately they will sanction. This one is in. Key aspects means for example, what is the recent trends? I think what is his name? Ranjit. Okay, what are the key aspects of the successful proportion for eligibility? First, the recent trends. For example, now is many things happens. Okay, this directly, for example, rural. If it is ICSSR, maximum the rural area oriented and government schemes. What are first we know the government schemes, then rural area and rural area oriented proposal. You can write it, you will get it. Ranjit. Then which are the funding is other than ICS, sir? Sir, based on your subjects, philosophy also having them, and social work also funding agencies them, and other funding agencies like UGC, maximum social science, need madam. Social science particularly, if it is history, Indian historical research, and Indian philosophical research, they have the funding, but they won't give the more fund. And ICS, earlier UGC provided, now is they are stopped. And the remaining, we have only ICSL. And other than some of the funding agency parallels, the cooperative projects only we can get it. Of course, if you try to cooperative projects, we surely will get it. Listing out all the, okay. Then, sir, I will send the PPT. Can you share the list of funding agency of that? And I know this is only. If there's anything is having, okay, I will share, madam, sweetie, madam. Okay, I will send it, madam. I will send the PPT to madam. Uh, Viraj, sir, I will send it. Okay, I will send it. I will send it. I will send the madam. Madam, they distribute you. Viraj, sir, then. மேடம் சொல்லுங்க மேடம். சரி அது உங்களோடது. நான் சொல்லிட்டுங்களா, நீங்க சொல்றீங்களா? நான் நான்
Yes.
நான் நான் தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிக்கிறேன் மேடம். ஓகே,
Okay.
தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிட்டு அப்புறம் அதுக்கு
Oh.
once again very good evening. First I would like to thank organizer and the college authorities and organizer Sweetie Mary madam and all the participants for listening. I think this is a 40 minutes lecture. With the face to face we have more interaction. I am also having the online phobia. Okay, my face and everything. Okay, when my presentation, myself, I don't like to present in the offline, it's online. Physical presentation is always, I like this. Okay, anyway, many people write the questions. Okay, this is more appreciable. I thank you very much, all the participant. And if it is, I have what I have it. Okay, I share it. Okay, if it is anything, have, okay, my mobile number is there. I gave already. Provide madam also may have my mobile number. Of course, you type my name, Jay Shankar. Okay, you will get it by Google also, but the university website also. My mobile number is there. Okay, if it is anything need, okay, you will contact me through mail or through phone. And thank you very much for patiently patiently listening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your insightful session and for your guidance. And we also extend our
Madam,
sincere
you start பண்ணலாம்
gratitude.
madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
To all the enthusiastic participants for your active involvement and your presence made the session meaningful and successful. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye.